What's good? Welcome to another edition of Rumble House Sports. I'm your host, Jay.
And this is Chris.
And this your boy, Red Man.
Woo! I am loving where we're at right now within the WWE. But let's just kick this show off talking about King Woods. Guys, I have to admit, I'm happy with what they're doing with this character. And they're not necessarily turning him heel. We see them kind of building them up to be in the feud again with the Usos. And it seems like King Woods, is handling this very well. He knighted Sir Kofi. How are you feeling about this, Red Man? Are you liking this direction that they're going with this?
I like it. I think it's, as we said last week on the show, I know I had brought up the fact that, the King of the Ring winners have notoriously been heels at the time that they won King of the Ring. But if there's anybody that could pull off, a babyface run as King of the Ring, it would be Xavier Woods. And that's why I didn't necessarily disagree with the fact that Xavier Woods won, because he just has the personality, him and Kofi Kingston, and then just the New Day in general. Even if we toss Big E in the equation, although we know that Big E's not going to be in the equation, but I'm just saying, just the New Day as a whole would definitely, if there was a babyface run as King of the Ring, they would be the ones that would make that work. They just have the personality, the charisma to make it work. So I love it. And if they decide to go this route by keeping them or keeping Xavier Woods babyface, at the moment, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I think Queen Zelina is kind of fitting her role the right way. She's playing that heel role right now. But I think that they can keep it this way. And I kind of like the fact that WWE isn't trying to change his character. Not necessarily saying that it won't happen, but as far as what we see right now, we're a weekend, he's still able to keep this character alive, and it seems like it's working perfectly, Chris. Are you happy that they're not messing with his character and they're kind of keeping it the same?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they kind of wanted to see how the fans was going to recept him staying a babyface, even as a King of the Ring winner. Him doing the whole King Woods thing. I think that they are just trying to see, the WWE is just trying to see if the fans accept it. I think that they kind of realize, hey, if the fans already love him how he is with his personality, why make him turn heel? What's the point of it? So I think that there's kind of like a trial and error thing. And maybe we still might get a surprise and they might go ahead and turn him heel. I think that's the best. I think that that's the best TV. I think that that's the best WWE.
But they have the power of positivity. I don't know how they can turn that heel.
Well, I'm just saying, what is the biggest surprise and shockers and cliffhangers? Whenever somebody is everybody's favorites, and then all of a sudden they turn heel by turning on somebody. I don't know if it's going to happen with the New Day. I don't know if he going to lose his mind and betray, somebody from the New. It could be Kofi, it could be Big E. You know how they do the whole thing where in the middle of the match and something goes wrong, and then one of the guys just turn on their partner and just starts beating them up. I don't know if it's going to be a situation like that.
That'll hurt.
I can see it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
That's going to hurt if that winds up happening. They winded up doing it with Shotzi. You know what I'm saying? And turning her heel right in the match. She turned on Sasha Banks. So, yeah, You're right. Go ahead, Red Man.
No, I was just going to say it's funny that Chris had mentioned that, because as we were sitting here talking, I was thinking about that seems to be the most, at least I feel, if the plan is to ultimately turn him heel anyways, which of course at this moment we don't know just yet, but if the plan is to ultimately turn him heel, I think that that's the best way to do it. Obviously, as y'all said, he just knighted Sir Kofi Kingston, so that's kind of the only logical way.
Right.
And,
Big E is not even in the Big E's not even in the picture no more per se.
Right, and that's kind of like the only logical way. Obviously, he's the king. He gets upset with his knight. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Yeah,
he decides
I like
to turn
that.
on his knight.
You feel
Him,
betrayed. You're supposed to protect.
And then now he's healed.
Yeah.
That seems to be. I mean, we don't know, but if like I said, the plan is to ultimately turn him heel, I see that being the most likely way that they would do it.
But my thing is, I think that without turning heel, he can really play this king role. And that's what I think that they see. You know what I'm saying? I think that they see that he could truly play this king role without turning. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, somebody who didn't wait and see was TNT, as right before or hours before their match, being the elite, hours before their match, and they came out in their Ghostbusters costumes. They actually were supposed to come out in Squid Games costumes first, but TNT said no. Are they getting a little bit too edgy for TNT? Or, Chris, do you think this is more along the lines of, hey, we haven't talked to them about this. We could be sued if, they go out and suit up like this. We don't want that static with Netflix right now. What do you think, Chris?
I'm thinking that might be more so what it is, because I don't see the difference between Squid Games and Ghostbusters.
I mean, but Squid Games is a bit controversial.
No. I understand that it's more, it's more gruesome and there's blood and people are dying. Ghostbusters.
It's a firing squad. Don't make it like it's small. It's a firing squad.
A firing squad. What you mean?
Like it's a firing squad shooting all of these people.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, it is more, but I don't see why they, in terms of legalities, I don't see
okay.
why. That's what I meant by that. I don't see why that they could have Ghostbusters and not have Squid Games. Maybe it was something that they could do real fast for Ghostbusters and there was no legality trouble or legal troubles, but something as new and as fresh as Squid Games has to be approved through the right channels so nobody faces a lawsuit. I understand that, but I'm just like, how? But yeah,
I mean, if I had to
they
guess,
would have got a chance to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, if I had to guess, Squid Games is probably the most sought after Halloween costume this year. So I don't really know, exactly how that would work out. But Redman, what do you think? Do you think that they may be getting just a tad bit too edgy for TNT? Shouts out to AEW. That match with Britt Baker and Abaddon was excellent. It was really, really good for a main event match on Rampage. But back to the topic at hand, do you think they're getting a bit too edgy, or do you think this was more a legality issue?
I do think it's a legality issue. I have to agree with Chris. I mean, we could be wrong with that. On one hand, like Chris said, I don't really see the difference between Squid Games and I mean, it's still a film franchise or show that you're still, I guess, dressing up as. So I would imagine that if there was a legality issue that they would have to go through the same thing with Ghostbusters that they would probably have to go through with Squid Game. I mean,
but isn't Ghostbusters Warner, and isn't Warner a part of Turner? I could be wrong, but I'm thinking I'm not
100% sure about that. But what I will say is, in regards to the edginess, I mean, they're on TNT, and I feel like TNT is, kind of right there on the borderline of being able to stretch the limit, which is why they're able to produce their product at a TVP 14 rating, as opposed to when WWE, USA or Fox is at a PG TV rating. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like the edginess has anything to do with it. So there's a little bit more to the story. Possibly, not too sure what it would be, but Yeah, that's just kind of what I think about it.
I mean, I have to be honest though, this kind of adds to the story of AEW, right? AEW, their brand is the brand that doesn't follow the rules, right? Their brand is the brand that kind of does what it wants when it wants. So hearing reports that the TV station that is carrying, or the TV network that's carrying them, told them, you got to change that. I think it adds a little bit more to the brand that is AEW. I really do think that it does. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on Rumble House Sports, man. It's your boy Jay.
Mrs. Chris.
And this your boy Red Man.
And let's go!